right, welcome to another episode of I Surreal here with your host, creatrix, creator, whatever you want to call me. I'm your girl, Valerie Christine, and I wanted to make a video today on something I get asked about a lot, like so much. I get asked this probably at least once a week. It can get pretty aggressive, and I just want to do a one for all video and just squash it. The question that I get asked a lot is, how are you recovered from drugs? Okay. And I never say I'm in recovery. You'll never hear me say that anymore. I'm done. I'm recovered. If you are familiar with 12 steps and programs like that, it is every single day. I am Valerie. I am an addict. I am Valerie. I am an alcoholic. Just reinstilling those words of sickness. And I don't believe in that. The day I stopped calling myself an addict was the day everything changed. I am not shaming NA rooms or AA rooms or 12-step programs. I am not. I want to be super fucking clear about that. What I am saying is I understand the power of words, and I know that my life has changed because of how I started talking to myself. So if it works for you and it's fine, great, awesome, good. But what I'm saying is I refuse to put the title I'm an addict after my name, because the words I am are the most precious words in the English language, because every single thing that comes after that is what you create. And today, I am not an addict. I am recovered. I am done. My body and mind and soul and every essence of Valerie is healed from addiction. All right. Glad we could get that out of the way. My reasoning why, I would say that because of my extreme dutiful attention to my healing on every single level, physical, mental, and spiritual, I am able to look, I have one right here. I have a mind-altering substance in front of me, and I understand it does not hold the power. I do. Therefore, this mind-altering substance I can only allow it to do what I permit it to do. It's only allowed to do to me what I give it permission to do. All right. When you go in with the mindset of, oh, this is going to change everything. Well, hell yeah, it is. And it may not be for the better. Okay. So this glass of wine is a simple beverage. It is made from fermented grapes, and it cannot destroy my life. It cannot make me make bad decisions. It cannot make me blah, 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 fill in the blank. I think a lot of people are just absolutely terrified of what a simple beverage can do, because they have seen what a lot of people have allowed it to do to their life. So they look at this. It's a glass of wine, guys. It's powerless. I am powerful. Anytime you see the consequences of somebody's actions in their life, it's not due to the substance. It is due to their lack of willpower. It is due to the lack of their strength in their mind. That is what you are watching. You're not watching alcohol destroy somebody's life. You're watching the person destroy their own life. Just want to be clear about that. So I'm able to enjoy wine now because it is a harmless beverage that I take it as far as I want to. Have I been drunk? Sure I have. Have I overindulged? Absolutely. But I don't allow it to do anything to me. I go home, I sleep, I'm hungover, all the physical consequences that I have of overindulging. But I don't allow it to go any further because my mind is so strong, and because I have worked so hard to get it there. I am completely aware of my surroundings no matter how much I've had to drink. And that takes work. Okay, so I'm not saying this to impress you, but to impress upon you that, yes, it is possible. Absolutely. Am I encouraging it? Absolutely not. Not everybody is in a place in their life where they can, take a substance and just use it for the way it was meant to be. Do you know what I mean? Not to get off subject, but wine is science. It just geeks me out. I love learning about it. I love tasting all the flavors of the world. I'm a wine consultant, so it's part of my job. I take it as a very professional look. That's what it is to me, period. And it will never hold any other meaning other than that. Now, I also microdose with cannabis. Yes, in certain places it's illegal. We're not arguing that standpoint. What I'm saying is, and I don't want to go down a rabbit hole with conspiracy theories, but plants are medicine, period. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Do your research. What I would love to explore with some of you guys on here is I was on psychotropic meds years ago for depression. And in fact, it made me worse. It did not fix the chemical imbalance that I had. Granted, I am not completely against Western medicine. All right. When I was having a C-section and I needed pain meds, I didn't want lavender oil spread on my abdomen. I wanted opiates so I didn't feel the burning sensation where they cut me open at. All right. So I do have a respect for Western medicine and pharmaceuticals. However, I feel that as a nation, as a people, and as a generation, we are extremely overprescribed and also codependent on our doctors and the pills and things that they prescribe. You know, people have been healing themselves for millennia with plants and breath work and nature. The power to heal is actually within you. You don't necessarily need anyone to write you a piece of paper to fix anything. And as mind-blowing as that may sound, there's people out there that have cured guys themselves from things like cancer, okay, with the way they eat, the way they speak to themselves, and just monitoring what they put their physical body in as far as environment-wise. So again, I don't want to get super off topic, but it's definitely something I would love for you to explore because I am not the certified authority on everything plant medicine. I've just recently started to add it to my routine, and the benefits and the results that I've had are absolutely astounding to me. I have never felt this safe, secure, grounded, even in my life, and it's not even something I do every day. When I microdose with cannabis, it is just what I need to get the results, I guess you could say, get the healing, and I move on. I'm not sitting there smoking all day and being lazy and getting the munchies and not being productive. I personally don't believe in getting that high. But to each his own. You know, I got kids, I got shit to do. I can't be laid up on the couch indulging in munchies, you know? So yeah. And that's pretty much it. I do it. I do believe it is possible. And I also, I don't believe in the, what's the word people use? The addictive personality. People say that all the time. They're like, yeah, well, I have an addictive personality. You're fucking right. If you say you do, you do. You know, like if you can or can't, you're right. It's like that saying. So I don't speak to myself like that. I don't call myself having an addictive personality. I don't. If I do anything and I choose it habitually, it's not even a habit. Because I want to. Period. Anything and everything I do now is pure free will. I don't care what people say, think, or have an opinion about. I don't care. And not in a like, fuck you way, but in a, it doesn't matter. If this is what is completing my life and helping me heal and helping me get further and advancing me and my consciousness, let me be. And I'll let you be. You know what I mean? So the whole addictive personality thing, I think, is a crock of shit, to be honest with you. I would highly encourage you to also look into neuroplasticity. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about it, and I feel he explains it the best. Your brain, when you come onto this planet, is pretty much a blank slate. Just the few primal, neural pathways that you have are very survival instinct. And then everything from there is based off your experience. And as you start making decisions for yourself, even as a very young person, you start concreting those neural pathways. As you get into puberty and adulthood, you start wiring your brain to work for you or work against you. And your life and the way that you are living is the consequence of those wirings. It is not your environment's fault that your life sucks. It's yours. And it's because of how you've wired yourself. Now, there's good news. You can unwire that. You can redo it all the time. It never stops. When they say neuroplasticity, it's just a constant, almost liquid state of like plastic. And you can just put it wherever you want, whenever you want, depending on what you want. It's really cool. It's real and it works. I am a living testimony of it. I was not supposed to be alive today, or surely at least 5 years ago. The route I was on was leading straight to death. And my mindset, even though I didn't put the substances in my body anymore, I still had the substance mindset wired, concreted. Man, I'm telling you, that's why it feels so hopeless, because it's like concrete brick and you can't see past it. But you can. You can't, you got to want it. That's where the whole desire and free will thing comes in. Like, you got to want it bad enough, pretty much. Like, my desire to rewire my brain came from the desire to wanting to live. I just didn't want to die. And as primal as that sounds, that's what saved my life. So through many, many years, many, many teachers, I've had so many teachers and mentors, and I love that. Some people have like one guru and that's who they stick with, and that's cool, whatever works for you. I personally believe in taking everything I can from whoever, and whatever I don't want, I push to the side. You know what I mean? And that's that is what and who has formed me today, or helped to form me today. Because again, I made the decisions. So because my brain is completely rewired, and because I now understand that I don't have an addictive personality. I actually never did. I don't think anybody does, to be honest with you. I believe that you form a habit because it serves you at that point in time. And when it doesn't serve you anymore, you can rewire for something else. The whole addictive personality does not stick with you. It can't, because it just can't. I wish I could really hone in on that. I'm not there yet. I don't know the whole scientific reason for why people even think that, or why even some scientists teach that. It's a crock of shit. And I feel like it's to keep people sick, to keep them being, dependent on the substances. If you keep a nation sick, they'll always rely on you for help, and you can be rich. All right, so we're approaching 15 minutes, and I love to keep my videos about 15 and under. So at this time, if I need to follow up, I'll make another video. I think I kind of said everything I needed to say right here. I'm going to put the links below to some of the topics and things like, neuroplasticity, addictive personality, things like that, microdosing, cannabis. I'm going to put that down there. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you got some value from this video, please let me know. Let's connect. That is my biggest reason for making this channel. It's not so much to just give information. It's to connect with people like me, because I firmly believe that I was put on this planet in this lifetime anyways, to lead people to things that they need or desire, because I have been there first. I know one way, not the way. I know one way, because there are many, and I would love to share my journey and path. And should you decide that you want to come on it with me, I'll take you on. We'll get on the bandwagon together. All right. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and definitely comment anything you want to say in the comments. I love engaging with my followers and subscribers. So live your best life. I'll see you guys later.